Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, so I just need to make sure that I still have this in the right position here. Please, once you sign on, let me know that you can hear me because I'm using headphones. I don't normally use headphones, but it's a little bit windy and I think that makes the sound quality better. So I just want to make sure the headphones are working, so give me like a thumbs up or whatever, so that let me know you can hear me. Because if nobody gives me a thumbs up or anything, then I will not know. I'm also on my phone, so this could be a little different because I'm on my phone. But welcome, we're gonna do a workout, yay! So my phone's a little bit, you know, it's so funny. You have it all set up and then you go to hit live and it's like your whole setup just goes and like, anyways. So, home workout. You will need, you can use a TRX or you can use a bed sheet. I'm gonna be using a bed sheet. You can see it behind my shoulder here. If you're gonna be using a bed sheet, we're gonna be doing some body rows, and so you're just gonna wanna tie a knot in one end of the bed sheet, put it behind, over top of a door, and then close the door so that when you're pulling, that knot is gonna keep the sheet from pulling through, and then I'll show you how to use it. So, right. Then a bench or a chair. I'm also going to show with a chair because I know not everybody has equipment. And then if you have some dumbbells, or if not, something heavy, I even wrote examples at the bottom here of heavy things, which could be like house plants, water jugs, house animals. There's all sorts of heavy things. A lot of what we're going to be doing today, you're going to be totally fine with body weight. Just a couple of the things you might want to add some weight to. So I'm going to give modifications for everything as best I can. Follow along as best that you can. And I don't know if you can see this. I probably won't be able to set this up in a place where you're going to be able to read it, but I'm going to try to. And if you can read it and follow along, great. If not, just listen to my voice and I will explain everything. So if you want to get a screenshot, I'm just going to hold this up here like so. Cool. All right, let's get started. So before we work out, we are going to, hola, hola, we are going to warm up, surprise, surprise. So for the warm up, while you're gathering and tying a knot in your bed sheet and throwing it over your door and closing the door to make a system to do body rows, and while you're gathering a chair and maybe some dumbbells. How do I make the sign so it's not backwards? Oh, that's a good question. I didn't realize it was backwards. If you take a screenshot of the sign I just held up, if you took a screenshot of it, and I'll hold it up again at the end. If you take a picture of it and then you can reverse the photo. Once you have a photo of it, there's an editing software that'll turn it and that'll flip it. So I'll hold it up one more time. So I guess you're gonna have to screenshot it and then take a and then edit the photo and flip it. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna set my timer for 3 to 5 minutes, and we're gonna do a little bit of cardio. So you can do stepping jacks. You can do jumping jacks. You can do any sort of running in place. And for now, I'm going to start with jumping jacks. Again, alternative to jumping jacks or stepping jacks. I just want you to get moving. I want you to get your blood flowing. I want you to, I'm just reading the comments. Hola, hola. And I already addressed that one about the sign being backwards. Sorry, my phone just decides it wants to be at an angle, so my phone's gonna be at an angle. So we're moving, we're jumping, we're getting warmed up, we're getting our heart rate up, we're getting our body moving. And so great ways to warm up from home are jumping jacks. If you have a jump rope or an imaginary jump rope, you can do jump rope. If you're wondering what's wrong with my ankle, not really that much. I just was running on the beach yesterday and I have a very minor strain in my ankle because I guess I was just going too fast, too far, and I put a piece of tape on there so that I remind myself to not do anything stupid during this class, but it's no big deal. And another great warm-up from home is dancing. So you can dance, you can jump around, you can kick your legs. Kicking your legs when you're dancing is really good because now we're warming up our hips, right? So warming up, just getting the blood flowing, getting the heart rate up. I'm reading the comments and I'm gonna check my timer. All right, we got another minute and a half of warm up. Bonus points if you're dancing. I should have been a dance instructor, huh? Watch these cool moves, huh? Oh yeah. So now it's like high knees. High knees are good. Butt kicks are good. Just keep moving, guys. Get moving. I want you to start feeling like you're breathing a little bit more. Deepening your breath and just getting loose. One more minute. Any questions, anytime, I'm gonna answer them. So just shoot them in the comments and I'll try and get modifications for everything. But if I don't see it, I'll definitely answer it afterwards. Okay, are we feeling warm? 30 seconds. If you're just watching me jump around and dance around, then on you. No, I'm just kidding. You can just watch me dance and jump around. I don't have music today. We're on my phone and my speaker broke. Okay, cool. So let's continue with our warm up. Hey, Coach Larry. All right, so we're gonna come down into a tabletop position and do some cat-cows, some cat camels, as Coach Chris Chapman calls them. This whole workout is inspired by Coach Chapman's home strength training sessions. So hands on your shoulders, knees under your hips. Let's arch through the spine. Inhale, head up, tailbone up. Exhale, we're gonna pull that belly up. We're gonna round through the spine, drop the tailbone. Like you're gonna touch the top of your head to your pubic bone. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Continuing to move with your breath. Hello, Oscar. Okay, yeah. And I'm gonna use Oscar as a weight later if he's still around. He doesn't know it. Okay, arching, inhale, rounding, exhale. We're doing 10 of these cat-cows. So that's 6. And I'm yelling because I feel like I'm yelling to my phone, but I think the microphone's actually in my ear. So you guys can, again, please let me know if you can or can't hear me all right, and I'll make adjustments as needed. One more rounding, and then we're gonna do some thread the needles. So still on your hands and knees. Really great warm up for the spinal rotation. Exhale, reach your arm under. Inhale, up to the sky, twist, look up. Exhale, reach under, twist. Inhale, up, twist. We're gonna do 10 of these on each side. Trying to reach, twist, look, and lean a little further each time. Three more. And let's do the other side. So, still in your tabletop, reach under, exhale. Reach up as high as you can, inhale, exhale, reach under. Twisting, rotating through your spine, opening through your chest, your shoulders, nice deep breaths. Three more. Last one. Okay, so now we have de nada. So next part of the warm-up, we're gonna do 3 rounds of 5 each of shoulder slides. If you can be up against the wall, that's preferable. If not, you can do these lying down on the ground. And then 5 each of some reverse lunges. So let's go through the shoulder slides first. I'm going to pretend that I'm against a wall. You're going to have your heels just a couple inches away from the wall, the butt's on the wall, the back of the shoulders and the back of the head are on the wall, and the elbows are on the wall, and if possible, the back of the hands as well. We're going to try and slide the elbows down towards the back pockets, keeping the back. You can have an arch in your spine, but I don't want the rib cage flaring out. So keep the rib cage in, keep the core tight, keep the back, the tailbone, the shoulders, and the head. Shoulders slide, elbows slide down, and then up as high as you can. Again, not flaring that rib cage. It's okay if the hands aren't touching, but if possible, elbows and hands against the wall. Core tight, spine long, back of the neck long. Rib cage not flaring, spine's not arching, just a neutral arch through the spine. And then we're going to do 5 of these on each side. We're going to do a knee hug to a reverse lunge with a twist. So let's start with the right leg. You're going to hug it up into your chest, and then you're going to step it all the way back into a nice reverse lunge. Arms out to a side. We're going to twist towards that bent leg, back to center. And that same leg, let's just go ahead and reach the knee up as high as you can. Then grab it, pull it in, step it all the way back into a nice lunge. Twisting from the pelvis towards, so it's like that hip is going towards that knee, back to center. Step that or kick all the way up as high as you can with the knee, then squeeze it in, back, twist towards the front leg, back to center, up. Last one on this side. Tall through the spine, and the other side. So knee up, hug it in, step back, nice big lunge, arms out, hips are twisting here. And then the shoulder and the torso staying long, follow the hips. Back to center, bring that knee up as high as you can, hug it in, and back into your lunge, twist, center, up, whoop. Guys, I'm barefoot because I do everything barefoot. If you're wearing shoes, you normally train in shoes, probably just train in shoes now. Don't do anything that you don't normally do in terms of your training. Twisting, breathing, keeping tall through the torso, nice expansive breaths. One more on this side. Back to center. Okay, 5 more shoulder slides. Again, ask me questions anytime. Feet are just a little bit away from the wall. Back of the head, shoulders and butt on the wall. Elbows back, wrists back, spine long, elbows to pockets, and up. So I'm doing these like with an imaginary wall. I've done them a lot against a wall, so I know more or less what it's supposed to feel like. This isn't ideal. If you don't have a wall, do these lying down on your back and do them against the ground. Keep a neutral spine, keep the rib cage in. Nice deep breaths. Last one. Good, let's do a couple more lunges. So we're just warming up. We are going to hug that knee in, lunge it back. Let's twist the other way, away from that knee now. Back to center, hug it up. Back, twist, center, back. Keep going, I'm gonna read a comment. Safety dance. Yes, Lisa. I can definitely do a safety dance. I mean, that's one of the beauties of training from home, yoga from home, all of these things. Last one on this side, I wasn't counting, I think it's the last one. It's like nobody's watching, right? So we should dance in our warm-ups. I mean, I dance around all the time. Other leg, hug it up, step it back, rotating away from the front knee this time, center, up. So not only are we warming up our legs here, but we're warming up our balance, which we're going to use later. We're going to do some single leg work. I don't know if you were able to read that on the board that I held up. So this is really great for warming up our balance as well. If you're not great at balance, that's totally fine. Standing next to your wall or your chair, which we're going to need for this. Okay, I think that was 5, right? Okay, last one, 5 more shoulder slides. And then we'll be warmed up. So using the back of your chair for balance, your wall for balance, and I want you guys to be challenging yourself and working hard, but staying safe. I don't have eyes on everybody, right? I'm training here with eyes on myself, but I don't have eyes on you to tell you, how, if something's correct, incorrect, safe, unsafe. So just being mindful, really mindful of how your body feels and how your body's moving. Don't do anything that hurts. If something hurts or something doesn't feel safe, please stop. Just catch up with us on the next thing. Last one. And one more set of lunges. Because I want everybody to stay really safe. So hugging that knee up. Coming back, let's twist both directions. Left, right, center. Let's go through these ones a little bit faster. Twisting from the pelvis, up, twist, twist, up, twist, twist. Again, see how high that knee can go without you grabbing it. Last one. Other leg. Twist, twist, up, twist, twist, up. Feel the pelvis twisting, feel the legs nice and stable, pulling towards one another. So the back leg's pulling back, the front leg's pulling back, so they're scissoring towards one another. Last one. Lots of energy in the legs. And cool. All right, so that's our warm up. And our workout is going to be, we're going to be doing some tempo work. So can you see this? Oh yeah, it's backwards, right? So it doesn't even matter if I show you. So we're going to be doing some tempo work. So tempo work means we're going to be doing things slowly through the movement. So I'm going to go over the tempo with you, and again, have your TRX or a low bar to do body rows, or if not, have your bed sheet through the doorway to do your body rows. So we're going to do 4 sets of 12 of slow body rows with the tempo of 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. supersetting those with 12 push-ups with a tempo of 3 seconds down and then 1 second up. And so we're gonna superset just those 2 exercises, 4 sets of 12, and you can modify them this way. So, if you're doing your rows, the higher up, the more of an angle and the higher up your body is, the easier it is. And the more parallel your body is to the ground, the harder it is. So modify these based on how high up you are to make it easier and how low down and parallel your body is to the ground to make it harder. And then I'll go over the push-up modifications when we do the push-ups. So we're gonna do 12. Again, the tempo is gonna be 3 seconds up and 3 seconds down. And you can go at your own pace, but I am gonna count. So set yourself up by pulling your shoulders back and then pull your shoulders down and then externally rotate them so it makes your chest really broad, and hold that shoulder position, back down and broad. Back of the neck stays long, so pull the back of the neck long, and then let's go up 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2, 3, and up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, coming up 3, 2, 3, lowering down 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. Checking in with your shoulders, pulling them back, down, keeping them wide, keeping them externally rotated, checking in with the back of the neck, keeping it long. I think we are at 8. 10, 2, 3. Keep it nice and slow. 2, 3, 2 more. Last one. Shoot, or was that the last one? I'm not sure. Okay, nice. So, fun stuff. Now let's do push-ups. We're going to lower down to a count of 3, and we're just gonna do 1 second up. So push-ups can be modified by doing them on your knees. What I'm gonna do, yes, I'm gonna do some modified push-ups. I'm gonna do them on my chair or my bench. Push-ups are not my friend, and I already did a workout today. So, or you can do them all the way down on the ground, but I really want you to keep your back flat, your belly up, and your core tight. So we don't want to be sticking the butt out. We don't want to be dropping the belly down. We want to keep that belly up. We want to do that same position with the shoulders, where we pull them back, down, and then we externally rotate them so the chest stays broad and you're creating torque, right? So we're gonna lower down for 3 seconds, 2, 3, and we're gonna come up for 1. Lower down for 2, 3, and up for 1. Back of the neck stays long, 2, 3, and up. 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3. Right, I'm gonna stop counting so you can do it on your own, but lowering down nice and slow. 2 more. All right, and rest. So that's the first set. We're gonna do 3 more like that. Any questions? We got a few seconds of rest. Could you guys all see me all right? And my setup's less than ideal today, but we're making it. Cool. All right, so next round, same as the first. 12 tempo, nice and slow, body rows, and then 12 push-ups. Okay. Let us begin. I do have a TRX, but I'm doing this for you guys to show you that you can do it with freaking anything. You can make a workout. All right, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Shoulders are back, down, externally rotated. We're pulling with our back muscles. We are keeping the back of the neck long. Oh shoot, I forgot to count. I think that's 5. I think I'm still in the camera frame. I am. 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. You should be pulling your hands right to basically to nipple height, center of your chest, or just below, top, like the sternum, just below nipple height. I think we have 2 more. Is anybody counting? 2, 3. I hope you're going nice and slow, all the way up and all the way down. One more. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay, push-ups. Lowering down for a count of 3. Set your shoulders. Keep your belly in. Keep your belly tight. Keep your back flat. Keep the back of the neck long. Let's lower down for 3 and up for 1. Down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3. And 8. Keep your chest broad. Try and engage the lats. Keeping the elbows in, pulling the elbows back. Last one. All right, let's rest. And questions? Everybody's doing good? Awesome. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more. We're halfway through the first part. This is a 3-part workout. Hopefully we'll just be 1 hour. We'll see. Might be a little more than an hour. Okay, so we're gonna get set up for round 3. And set your body up nice and long through the spine, shoulders broad, and pulling up, 2, 3, lowering down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. I have to count out loud or I'm gonna lose track. 5, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, 6, 2. I can see the moon. Hello, moon. 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, feel the burn. If you're doing this nice and slow, it should be burning, burning, burning. Not in a bad way, in a good way. Last one. Woo! Okay. So, push-ups. Hey, little sheet. Getting attacked by my workout equipment. Ready, lowering down for 3, and up for 1. Down for 3, and up for 1. Down for 3, elbows in. Shoulders broad. Back flat. Belly in. Core tight. Shoulders down. Back of the neck long. I've totally lost count. Let's just do a couple more. Last one. Okay, one more. I can't see you all, but you're doing awesome. Cool. Feeling it. And I hope you are too. Let's do our last set of our pushes and pulls, or pulls and pushes. Shake it off. Moving. All right. So, come here, you bed sheet. Ready. Shoulders, neck, back, core, nice and slow. Let's go up for 3, down for 3, up for 3, down for 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice deep breaths. More. Last one. Ay, ay, ay. My grip was starting to feel that one. Okay, last set of push-ups. Down for 3, shoulders back, down, externally rotate, pull the chest broad, pull the core in, up for 1, down, 2, up, slow and controlled, flat, down, up. You only have to go so that your elbows are at a 90-degree bend. You don't have to touch your chest to the ground or to your prop. Just go to 90 and then back up, but go nice and slow and controlled down to 90. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the belly pulling up. Keep the elbows pulling back. Two more. I'm just making that up. I lost count when I was talking, but that feels about right. Woo! Okay, first round done. So, next round we're gonna do some work for our legs. 2 exercises, but they're gonna be single leg exercises. So, you're gonna need your chair or your bench, and also something that you can hold on to if you're haven't done this exercise before or you're at all worried about your balance. So, single leg squats to a bench. You can see me. I'm going to show you first the exercise and then I'll show you how you can modify. So you are going to have one leg is going to lower you down. So again, hold on to the wall or another chair or something if you need it, if you need a little extra support. and one leg is going to be lifted. And you're going to lower the hips back and down, touch the bench, and come up. We're still doing tempo work, so it's going to be a 3-second down and a 1 second up. Notice I'm not having my knee go forward to lower me down. I'm going back because I know that bench is there and it's going to catch me. So at first it feels like, whoa, I'm going to fall back, but that bench is going to catch you. So we're controlling that 3 seconds down and then standing up. And same thing on the other side. So we're gonna do 3 seconds down, 1 second up, 6 per side. And if you don't wanna do, if you're like, I'm still not comfortable doing those even to a chair or a bench, and you just wanna do some regular 2-legged squats with the hips pulling back and the hips and knees are pressing wide and pulling back to lower you down, you can do those as well. If you're like, I do these all day long, and you want to add a little bit of weight, and you have a little bit of weight, go ahead and add a little bit of weight, but do the first set with no weight, because we always want to do one set that's without any weight, warming up slowly. So let's do those 6 on each side, and then we'll go over the next exercise. So this will just be a warm-up round. We are going to, this foot's just a few inches away from your bench, arms out in front of you, one leg up, the hips are going to go back, lower down for a count of 3. You can hold on to something if you need to, and up for 1, down, 2, 3. Try to just touch and then stand back up. If you need to sit all the way down, that's okay, but see if you can keep weight and keep engagement in that leg, even all the way at the bottom as you stand up. I think that's 4, 5, 1 more, 6. Okay, other leg. Again, you can just do 12 regular squats, and the lower your bench is, the harder this is. The higher your bench is, the easier it is. Pull those hips back and down for 3 and up for 1. Lowering down, 2, 3, and up 1. Down, 2, 3, and up 1. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now, next exercise is going to be a single leg deadlift. And again, do the first round with no weights, but if you want to add 1 or 2 dumbbells or a dog or a house plant or something heavy, some water jugs, and add some weight after the first round, you can go ahead and add some weight after the first round. So this one you could hold on to something, or you can do this with, you guys can see my feet, right? Yeah. So you can do this with like kind of a split stance where the front leg is doing the work, but the back leg is touching for a kickstand. So you can use the back leg as a kickstand, or you can do this totally balancing on one leg. So we're going to, these are deadlifts, so we're going to be lowering down with one leg, and I don't want you lowering down with your back. I want you pulling the hips back to lower down. So this front leg, the hip pulls back to lower me down. 2, 3 seconds down and 1 second up. Is that what I wrote? Yeah, same tempo. 3 seconds to lower down, 2, 3, and 1 second to come up. So we have, it's a straight leg deadlift, but we do have a bend in the knee as the hips pull back to lower down, 2, 3, and up. Again, that back foot could stay touching for balance, but you're still going to be pulling that standing leg back. 2 more on this side. 3 seconds down, 1 second up. Last one. It's the wind blowing me over, I swear. Let's do the other leg. All right, so I do find these easier without shoes on. Even when I did train with shoes, I would take shoes off to do balancing stuff. I do find that it's easier to balance when your feet actually can connect. So let's pull the hips back to lower down. 2, 3 seconds down and 1 second up. 3 seconds down, 1 second up. Just go as low as you feel comfortable going in 3 seconds, but keeping your back totally flat. Keeping your gaze out in front of you. I think that was 4. I'm the worst at counting reps. I need like a counter. 5, lower down for 3 seconds. And I think that was 6. So, we're gonna do those 2. And again, just do them with body weight if that feels like your level, or if you want to add a little bit of weight, we'll add a little bit of weight. So, let's see. I'm gonna try and add weight on these single leg squats and benches. I'm not sure if it's gonna last. But, we're going to have this standing leg a few inches away from the bench. One leg is lifted. And it's slow and controlled. Hips are pulling back to lower you down. 2, 3, and up. Lower down. 2, 3, up. Down. 2, 3, up. 4, 5, and 6. Change legs. My tape is doing me a lot of good. It's falling off. Nice and slow. Hips pulling back. 2, 3. 2, 3. So take a notice of your knees. Are they wanting to kind of wobble from side to side as you lower down? Can you do anything if that's the case? I can't think and talk and do the exercise at the same time. If that's the case, can you try and stabilize that knee? Maybe make that outward pressure with the hip, with the knee, like you were doing a 2-legged squat. I think that was 6, right? You guys do 6. I'll just talk, you count. Single leg deadlifts. If you wanted to add weight to this set, you could add weight to this set. We're going to lower down for 3, pulling the hips back, keeping the back flat, slight bend in the knees, up for 1, down for 3, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 2, 3, and 5, 2, 3, and 6, 2, 3. All right, other leg. Make sure that foot is pointing straight ahead, not turned out or turned in. 1. Back leg is reaching straight back. If it's lifted, the toes are pointing down towards the ground, and the hip bones are both pointing straight forward, not out to the side. Core is tight. Last one, lowering down. 4, 3, and up. Okay, take a little rest. Any questions about those? How's everybody doing? Good? We're gonna do 2 more of those. And we're definitely gonna go over an hour. Sorry. I hope there's no like limits on that with Facebook. I don't think there is. All right, so single leg squat to bench. Felt pretty good with the weight actually. I'm gonna keep holding on to this weight. And I'm gonna start with the other leg this time. Ready? 6. If you feel like lowering down for 3, hips pulling back. If you feel like you wanna do a few more reps or sets, be my guest. If this is not hard enough for you, by all means do more. If it's too hard, just don't use any weight, or use both legs, or cut it in half. Just do what you can. Everybody's got to find their own balance. Shoot, was that 5 or 6? Okay, last one. Other leg. All right, backing down. Again, try to just lower down for 3 and try to just touch and back up. And just slow and just touch and back up. Try and keep your weight in that leg the whole time. Last one. All right, deadlifts. Toes pointing down, hips pulling back, slow lowering down, regular speed coming up. Finding a focus point in front of you definitely helps. If you really want to make this challenging, actually, I love doing these on a balance cushion board. Oh shoot, every time I talk I lose count. That's 6, right? Might have been 7. Other leg. You guys hear the sound of the ocean, or is that just me? All right. Last set of legs coming up. And it's so funny to like be coaching people that I can't like see and talk to. We're gonna have to do this on Zoom so I can see you guys and talk to you guys. Give me like a thumbs up or like if you're like, yes, let's do Zoom workouts. Okay, last one. Right. We are going to, oh yeah, doing it with weight. Ready, lower down. I think it'd be really funny if you were doing this with a house plant or a dog or a cat. Although we're doing balance work, so if your dog or cat was like wiggly, that wouldn't be safe. But there's so many ways to make up weights, you know, like a couple of gallon jugs, like pick up a big rock in your yard or something. Put it in a couple of pillowcases so it's soft. All right, other one. You're gonna really keep your core tight on these. Your knees straight. Right, last set of single leg deadlifts. We need some music. Should I start singing? No, then I'll definitely lose count of how many sets we're doing. All right, wait, I'm gonna do this leg first. Okay. Hinging at the hips. Pulling the hips back to lower down. Nice. Bend in that front leg. Back foot pulling back and the toes are pointing down. And the back is staying flat. That back foot can be down. But if that back foot is down, we're still pulling that front hip back to lower down. I'm pressing into the heel, using the back of the leg to lower down. And up. Last one. Woohoo! Feeling it. control down. Make the 3 seconds last all the way down. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Take a rest. We're done with legs. We're gonna do some abs. The next and last set of workouts is gonna be some planks. Yay, my favorite. So we are going to do, if you did the core workout with me on last week, then, no, it was last week, it was 2 weeks ago. Then we're gonna do something kind of similar to the never-ending plank, but it's gonna be an ending plank. We're gonna do it 3 times. So I'm gonna set my stopwatch. It's going to be 30 seconds center, 30 seconds side, 30 seconds center, 30 seconds side, 30 seconds center, rest. We're gonna repeat that 3 times. You can totally do this. If you need to rest in between those 30 seconds, that's fine. Take the rest when you need to take it. If you can do it, which you'd be surprised, because we're going from side to front to side, so it gets a mix up. So you'd be surprised how much you can do. Just you know, challenge yourself, but be safe. And I'll try and be giving you cues as we go. I'm keeping it fun as we go, like I always try to do. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, we're gonna add in some other fun stuff like alternating arms and leg lifts and stuff to keep it exciting. I'm sorry, I'm just going to, because I'm gonna be down on the ground. I don't know if that's, okay. Right, so, blankety blank, blank, blank. You can see me? Oh yeah, you can totally see me. All right, setting my stopwatch. All right, so I'm gonna do these on my forearms. You can do them up high. That's whatever's up to you. Pull the shoulders broad. Keep the back flat. And go ahead and let's start the first one, and I'll explain to you as we go. We're gonna do alternating arms. So I want you to keep your back flat. I want you to keep your hips level. And so you're going to lift one arm and touch that hip. But when you do that, I don't want you to be swinging, exaggerate, I don't want you to be swinging from side to side to make that happen. I really want you to feel those lower abdominals really engage to keep the hips level as you tap opposite hip. Okay, get ready. We're gonna go onto our side. Okay, so that was the first 30 seconds. So hips nice and high, shoulders nice and square, and if possible, we're gonna add a leg lift. Nice and high, nice and controlled up, and controlled all the way down. Control, nice and high, all the way up and down. Keep those hips lifted. Almost there. And the other side. Leg lifts. Hips nice and high. Halfway there. Center. Oh, we were supposed to do center in between the sides. I forgot. That's okay. So, without rocking, without any movement in the hips, can you tap? Lots of lower abdominal engagement here. And rest. So we missed 30 seconds in the middle, but we're gonna do a couple more rounds, so I won't forget it the second time. Take a few seconds breather, shake it out. So hopefully you could feel that in order to keep the hips from not rocking side to side as you lifted one arm. It's really these lower abdominal muscles doing a lot of work. So think about zipping. Think like if you had a zipper and you like zipped everything in here. That's what that should feel like. And let's get ready. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so let's try those alternating arms. You don't have to do the alternating arms, but it's kind of fun. If you had a partner, you could be doing high fives. Easier when you're up in a high plank than a low plank. All right, let's do side with the leg lift, hips nice and high. Nice and control, as high as you can. Slow down. Slowly lower your leg down. Okay, back through center. Oh, I got like a cramp in my elbow. I'm gonna do high plank for this one. If you're doing high plank, easier to do shoulder taps, but still no movement in the hips. As little as possible. Okay, let's do the other side. Hips high. Can't see my watch. All right, last 30 seconds in the center. Breathing. 5 seconds. Oh, and rest. Phew. Okay, got about a 60-second rest. And we're almost done. I can't decide if I want to do 1 or 2 more rounds of planks. But for those of you that are still watching, you rock. And you're probably screaming, just 1 more round of planks. It is, well, it's been an hour. Okay, we'll do 1 more round of planks. All right, we're gonna go in 15 seconds. And get ready. 10 seconds. Ready, go. Alternating arms, still cool idea. Five seconds. All right, side. Those hips high. Center. Three, two, one, side. Hips high. Last 30 seconds. You got this. Woo! Pull that belly up like a zipper. Keep the shoulders broad. Keep breathing. 15 seconds. 5. Rest. Okay, you guys, we did it. I hope that you had a really fun workout, and we're gonna do a little cool down now, and so if you're still collapsed on your mat, perfect, stay right there. We're gonna reach the arms over our head, stretch the legs out long, stretch your whole body, top to bottom, as long as you can, reaching, pointing and flexing your feet. So moving your ankles, flex and point, press through your heels, point your toes. Then you're gonna reach your fingertips up and you're gonna make like jazz hands up overhead, stretching your hands out as wide as you can, and then make some fists, and then with your fists, you're gonna roll the wrists in circles, and then we're gonna roll the wrists in the opposite direction with circles. A couple more opposite direction circles, changing directions 1 or 2 more times. Bring your knees into your chest, squeeze them in as tight as you can. Maybe even bringing your nose up to your knees and squeezing yourself into a ball as tight as you can. You're gonna grab behind the knees. Keep your spine rounded. We're gonna rock on the spine. Up and back. Rounded spine, chin is tucked, and the nose is like tucked into the knees. Rocking all the way up and all the way back. Bring your legs out in front of you, seated, and let's fold forward. And first, press out through your heels and reach your arms up so you're making a perfect L shape of your hips, your shoulders right above your hips, and your arms reaching right up, and reach really tall. And press out through your heels and reach up through your hands and get really tall in both directions. And then think about pulling those hips back to reach the chest forward, and see how far you can go forward with a flat back. And then go ahead and round the spine. And if it feels good to have a gentle pull, you can do a gentle pull, but I don't want you like yanking yourself down. Let's just relax forward here. Slight bend in the knees is cool too for the hamstrings if that feels better. If your spine is rounded here, that's cool, but just make sure it's a passive, like a relaxed rounding. Like it feels like a good stretch for your back. Not a pull, just a stretch. Slowing down your breath. Let's roll up. Let's roll all the way down into our back, one vertebrae at a time. Let's reach the legs up in the air. And let's roll the ankles in circles. Hello, Oscar. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Good timing. Good timing. Oh, let's roll the ankles in the opposite direction. Yes, I know. I know. You love it when I'm on the ground. Okay. And then you're gonna, no, get out of my crotch. Okay, sorry guys. You're gonna bend the knees 90 degrees and go them over to one side, keeping both shoulder blades down on the ground for a nice reclined twist. Oscar. So nice deep breaths. Thinking about lengthening your spine, pulling your hips away from your shoulders, maybe even a gentle arching through the spine to find a little more length. A couple more deep breaths here. And then straighten your legs out as much as you can. So we had our legs at 90. I still want them over to the side, but see if you can straighten them out and see if you feel a little bit of a different stretch, or even just straightening that top leg out and keeping that bottom leg bent. You should feel a little more stretch on the outside of that top leg and the IT band with a straight leg. And then let's bring both knees back to center, and then bring them over to the other side. And let's bring both shoulders down to the mat. Nice deep breaths into our twist, lengthening the spine, breathing big into the torso, into the rib cage, to the shoulder blades, to the belly, into the chest. And if you want to straighten one or both legs out, with your top leg reaching straight out, you should feel a nice stretch on the outside of that leg. A couple more breaths here. Your knees back to center. Let's roll up again. Bring the bottoms of the feet together for a butterfly. Pull your chest up straight, and then let's bring the hands behind the back, and we're just going to lift from the sternum up. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and think about broad across the chest and lifting through the chest. And I'm up on my fingertips behind me to keep facilitating that lift, and at the same time I'm pressing the hips slightly forward and the knees are pushing out to the sides. So stay right here if this feels good, or if you want to keep pressing the knees out and lean forward and come a little deeper, you can do that, whichever feels good for you. All right, guys, spin your feet out in front of you. Just shake the legs from side to side. Shake it out, straighten them out in front of you, shake them out, shake them out, shake them out, shake them out, Oscar. We're all done. We did it. Thank you so much for, thank you so much for joining. Send me your feedback. Let me know what you guys want to work on. Let me know how you feel about yoga for Saturday. And I'll see you Saturday for yoga right here, same space. And I think, am I this Wednesday? No, I think it's next Wednesday. Yeah, just follow along like Seychelle CEP for all the updates on where and when I'll be doing live, and yeah, let us know how we can help. Hope you had a good workout, and I'll see you soon.